it.
Okay, here we go. Okay, well, my name is Jeanette Petruba. I have been with the Juice Plus company for 21 plus years. I am a presidential marketing director, and our team is going for presidential marketing director plus, which is the very top of the company. You all have just raised up some amazing leaders and amazing people that are willing to make mistakes and fall forward, because that's what we do. That's what I've done for 21 years is I do it wrong until I do it right. And I just love to, collect people and friends and help people all along the way. So that's what we've done. I know Tori is going to share her screen and we're going to get started here. We meet every Tuesday, noon Central, and all are welcome. We would love to have everyone. We live stream into our Facebook page. So we are going to start off. We always do the second Tuesday. We do recognition. And so we're going to start off by recognizing our new partners that we that signed up last month. And so you guys did it again. We have 12 new partners from last month. I'm just going to go by first names. You guys can all see the last names and pronounce them however you want. So welcome, Ashley, welcome, Lisa, and Chris, and Paige, and Presley, and Angela, welcome, Bob. Okay. I had to get a call. Okay, welcome Bobby and Izzy. Welcome Jessica and Julianne and Josh and Jim. So look at all the different states, guys. We have Wisconsin, North Carolina, Missouri, Kentucky, another Kentucky, Florida, Missouri, Michigan, Arizona, Missouri, Florida, and Missouri. So welcome to all those people. And we're just looking to see them all as P pluses by next month for sure. Okay, Tori, you can advance it. Okay, so here, this is exciting. Each month, the company keeps track of everyone who achieves 3 or more preferred new AROs, new customers. And so you can see the list here. And what's exciting is the company and our team have an incentive for the month of June. Now, I know it's already June 14th, but it's definitely not too late to jump in. And I just want you to pay attention to some of these people that have 5 or more, because that is what we're focusing on each and every month. That's part of the company's incentive. And look at Jeanee. We're going to hear from Jeanee and maybe hear a little bit about how she got those 8 customers. And then scroll down, we have Dr. Salter, who had 11 new customers. Now she's a doctor, so she does have people coming to her for her to help get healthier. We're not doctors, but you know what? We can help just like Dr. Salter is. And I know Juice Plus did way more for my son than his pediatrician ever did. So, okay. So congratulations to all these people. Tori, if you advance it, I'll talk about our incentives real quick. Okay. So here is the company's incentive. And the very first step is to get 15 new AROs by August 31st. And what we would like to do is help you all stay on track. And so we're going to incentivize you by encouraging you to get 5 a month. So when you do this, June 1st to August 31st, you get 5 new preferred customers. You get a conference ticket. And then when you promote 2 partner pluses, that is that's a money incentive. And then when you raise up 1 qualified sales coordinator, so 1 QSC, we're going to hear from our newest QSC here in a minute. That is another money incentive. And what that all adds up to is paying for your trip to Atlanta in August. So if you see that little blue circle and it says bonus at the bottom, Emily, who is our flyer girl, thank you, Emily Otten, added on that if you add 5 or more new, you do not have to stop at 5 or more in the month of June, we will pay you $25 cash and hopefully keep you on track to getting your 5, 5, and 5. Now you can get a combination for the company just as long as it's 15 by August 31st. So we're going to be talking about that incentive the entire rest of the month of June. So one of those orders can actually be your own or something from your family. And yeah, so it's going to be exciting. Who is going to get that $25 paid out at the end of the month? It's awesome. Okay, now here we go to our new promotions. So congratulations to Courtney Kosmeyer. Congratulations to Josh. I cannot pronounce these last names, guys. I'm so sorry. Congratulations to Jessica, to Caitlin, to Allison, to Jeanee, and to Jim. So P Plus is the very first step in our marketing plan, and you get a bonus check from the company. So congratulations to those people. We are now lucky enough to have Miss Jeanee Lupo on the line today, and I am going to turn it over to one of her upline. Adrienne, would you like to introduce Jeanee and maybe just say how you know Jeanee? And we're gonna get a little info on how Jeanee joined and why she joined and what she did to get to QSC and what her bonus was. All right, you want to take it away, Adrienne?
Sure. I don't want to steal the wind out of her sails because I know she has some things to say, but I would like to introduce her because, I've been a partner for a while, and everybody keeps saying, you need a buddy who's as fired up as you are. And along came Jeanee in my life. I know her from teaching at Fort Zumwalt for years. We taught in the same building, and we ran into each other a couple months ago at Costco and had a conversation. And I invited her to come listen to Wendy Campbell with me. And so, and then she took the initiative. Her eyes were open, and I'll let her talk about what she was interested in for her and her family's health. And then she came to Florida for conference. And so it's all about showing up. So, Jeanee, I will let you take it from here because I know you have a lot to say about why you have been so successful in such a short amount of time.
Well, thank you, Adrienne. So I just wanted to say hello. I actually talked to Adrienne about the product because my youngest daughter is a wrestler, and we were struggling with her food and nutrition because although she weighed 121 pounds and was super fit and muscular, she wasn't being very conscious about what she was putting into her body. And I struggled with that. And so I'm like, I know there's something out there that I didn't know the term bridge the gap, but I'm like, will help me get something good into her body where she's not worrying about the calories. She's not worrying about the bloating. She's not worrying about all the other things that athletes worry about. So I talked to Adrienne about it, and then I was like, well, I guess I could benefit from it too. And so we went to Wendy Campbell, and obviously all the energy that she brought and all the lovely people that I met at the event, I'm like, okay, I think I can do this. And so I signed up and I was a partner, and I'm like, well, I'll just do it to get the discount. And then I got in touch with Emily, and Emily kind of shared some ideas about being a partner plus. And I'm like, oh, well, that's easy. I'm going to get my sister on, and then I'm going to order the complete shake. But I'm like, I don't even know what I'm talking about. And she said, oh, that's okay. And so they just kind of said, whenever you get an opportunity, when you're getting ready in the morning, I just started listening to some of the videos that are out on boards. And I'm like, okay, well, people were asking me, well, is it going to help me with this? And I'm like, I have no idea. And so I did not claim to be an expert. I just kept going back to Emily and Adrienne and leaning on them. And they kind of helped me navigate boards. And I would just send out videos. And I'm like, let me know if this answers your questions. And if it doesn't, I'd be happy to get more information. So I just told them I was brand new. This is what I was doing. And then Emily and Adrienne got me on a call and said, hey, we have this live conference. We would love for you to go. And I'm like, wait, that's like next week. And they're like, yeah, but you're going to have so much fun and you'll love everyone. And I don't know why, but I just felt encouraged to take a leap of faith. And I was like, why not? Why not go? And then I thought I was crazy. I had so much anxiety the night before. Like, what did I just sign myself up for? And it was a little overwhelming when I went, but I got over it because everyone that I met was so inspiring and encouraging. I gained so much from all of their personal testimonies and listening to what it did for their families, and just felt extremely inspired that I want to be the person that helps everyone that I know. I want to share it with everyone. And I've always felt strongly about being around like-minded people, people that are goal-oriented and, they want to be helpful. And so I didn't want to just sell Juice Plus to make money. I originally thought I made $5 off a quad. I really did. And I still was out there telling everyone I know. And then I got a paycheck and I'm like, wait, I got way more than $5 a quad. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm telling you, I had no idea. So then the next thing I did after we got back from Florida, I thought I have to share this with everyone I know. People that I love and care about, they need to know the benefits and what Juice Plus has to offer. So I put on an event at my house. We called it Wake Up and Be Well. I knew to get some of my people, I would have to offer something fun and tell them that it's more than just about health and nutrition, that we would have mimosas and smoothies and we would just chat about health and nutrition. It wouldn't be like some big spiel. And I think I invited over 40 people. I had a lot of people interested, but a small number of people showed up. But I think everyone that was here either signed up to be a partner or they left with a quad that day. So although I didn't have a lot of people, it was extremely successful. And to be honest, I still did not know what I was doing. I literally pushed it off on Jeanee and Emily and just pretended to be busy, helping people with more drinks and smoothies, because I was like, if they ask me a question, I'm going to fumble. And then after that, Emily and Adrienne just kept encouraging me, and they said, do you realize you only need this number to be QSC? And I'm like, I don't even know what that is. Just tell me the number. And so they gave me the number, they gave me the date, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's easy. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. And I'm like, you know what? If it's meant to be, it will be. I just kept sharing it. And I was getting a little pitchy because I'm like, I don't know what to do except for to pitch this because I'm feeling desperate. And then I'm like, people don't want that. People want to know that you care about them. I love relationships. So even when we were at that last event on Saturday, while I was listening, I felt bad, the teacher and me, because I was on my phone. And I'm like, people are just going to think that I'm not interested. But I literally was just taking notes of things that the first speaker was saying. And I was reaching out to my customers that purchased the quads. And I was just letting them know how thankful I was for their yes. And that as I was sitting at an event, listening to all the health benefits, that I was just so happy that we were both on the journey together. And I got a lot of responses that were extremely heartfelt and just said, I love you. Thank you for sharing this with me. So that makes me feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I don't know what else you want to know. I still don't know what I'm doing. I talked to Carrie. Carrie got on a Zoom and she said, that's what Jeanette and I did. We just fumbled through it. And I'm like, okay, then I'm doing great because that's all I'm doing. I don't know anything else. So that's what I know.
That's awesome.
But somehow when I was looking at that slide, I just took notes, and I'm supposed to start a new job. And so I have not bought my ticket to Atlanta. But now I'm looking at this and I'm like, well, I think I'm accidentally going to get it. And I'm going to have to just go anyways.
That's right.
I mean, it might just happen on accident. If it's meant to be, it's going to be, because I know how much I would love to go. I just feel bad about taking off for a new job. But if it's paid for, I mean, it's there for me. I just don't like to miss any of the bonuses. And they just kept putting money in my account. And I'm like, okay, keep it coming.
So what was your bonus? Remind everybody what the QSC bonus is.
I think it was $300 or $400. I think it was $300 for me. And then I got paid on all the quads. So my check was over $600, or the deposit was over $600.
Nice. Very nice. And then you got a $100 check, didn't you?
Yes.
For your first, did
Yeah,
you?
for my first, yeah, that's when I got my sister
Yeah.
the quad. And she said, I don't even know what I'm taking. And I said, I don't know either exactly, but I know it's really good for us. So we're doing the great thing. And then Adrienne and Emily helped me get, we purchased these little bowls, ceramic bowls. And so we said, if you all, if anyone here gets a quad today, I've only sold quads. I haven't done the fruits and vegetables or the trio. I just sell quads. And so anyways, I tell them if they buy a quad, then they'll get the cute little ceramic bowl, and then that we'll get them on the little Facebook group. And then Emily she's brilliant and was like, well, you just need to go and hand them the order form. And we highlighted what I took, and I said, this is what I take. I have myself on the quad. Stevie gets the fruits and vegetables. And then I talked about the complete and also the perform. And so that's what they left with, the quads. And then some signed up. And I also, Adrienne let me borrow a tower garden, and it just started thriving. I'm like, man, normally I'm out there singing to my plants and trying to revive them. I'm like, I'm so sorry you're at a hospice home, but these are just thriving. And so then I got one for myself. And so now I have two, and everyone that comes over is just like, what? You can't keep anything alive. I'm like, oh girl, watch me, look it. And so my kids get really excited when their friends come over and they go out and they're like, here, we'll make a salad. And then I talk to them about their parents, and I'm like, we can get you on this for free. And I don't know. I just want everyone to join arms with me. I just talked to someone I work with today, because it's just fun. I'm like, I'm making money and I'm just selling something that I care about. I feel like I'm helping people and I'm having a good time. So it doesn't feel like I'm working.
Brilliant. I love it. You did a beautiful job. And I love you mentioned that you had order forms at your gathering.
Yeah, that was Emily's idea.
Yeah.
Have the order forms. And then what was interesting, then they told me, because I had a lot of people from the Facebook group that didn't show up. And so, but they were like, oh, I'm so sorry. I had a soccer event. And then, so we followed up. They helped me follow up with them. And I just said, thank you for your response. I would love to share this with you. And this is what I think why I feel like you need it. You have a family full of athletes, and for recovery and things like that. And then I invited them to the next event. So they're like, you're going to get no's. Just make sure you have something on the calendar that you can say, it's no problem. I understand how busy everyone is, which is the truth. Hey, we have this date in the next week. Hopefully that works out for your schedule. And then I just keep inviting them, and it's their choice if they can come. So
yeah, and events are everything. I mean, events are everything, and we missed out there for a couple of years because of COVID. But look what's happening now. We're starting to have events, and don't forget the fun factor. I love the way you said, well, we're going to do mimosas and we're going to do smoothies. And I mean, there was no fun down here in Florida. So
no.
I know you found that out once you got here. You're like, okay, this is just nothing but seriousness. There is
I did get married in Florida.
Oh,
Carrie's my wife. So I don't know if everyone knows that. I just want to give a shout out to my wife, Carrie. I still love you.
Hey girl. Hey. And here's what's so cool that I think you highlighted is this is an even playing field for everyone. Like you said, you're not a dietitian, you're not a business person, you're a school teacher. What was I? I was a mom that taught aerobics. So this is an even playing field for everyone. And so we have doctors and we have 18-year-olds and everything in between. So that's what's so exciting, that I knew nobody would be asking me for my degree, or I didn't have a boss. So it's just so cool that we can all do this as we live our life. You don't stop anything and start Juice Plus. You just fit Juice Plus into your lifestyle, which I think is brilliant. It's the only way I was able to climb the ladder. Just like you, Jeanee, you are off to a terrific start.
Thank
And now
you.
you turn around and help those people that you have signed up get to QSC, and then you move on to sales coordinator, which is so exciting.
Okay.
Okay, Tori, do we have anybody else that's going to share?
Yes, I'm so excited for you to meet Anna, my sweet friend. We connected on Instagram. And I'm just forever grateful because whether she had started on Juice Plus or not, I was so encouraged by our conversation. We talked for the first time on the phone for over an hour, and I could have kept going because I just adore her. And so I'm so grateful for social media that we got to connect, and I can't wait to meet her in person. I'm pretty sure it's going to be in Atlanta at the conference that I already invited her to. So she's going to get to meet you, Mom, first because she's in Florida. But I just can't wait for you to hear a little bit about Anna's why. I saw her little why sitting on her lap, so maybe she'll come back. But Anna, feel free to just share with us your heart and why you jumped in. I also love that right after she got started, she was like, my husband and I have saved up this some emergency money, and we just want to make sure we're really stocked on Juice Plus. So I'm pretty sure she placed like a huge emergency Juice Plus, and I was like, wow, all of us should do that, right? have our stock. So I was inspired by her from day one, and I'm just so thankful you could get on last minute. I asked very last minute. Hi, sweet girl.
This is Eleanor, and she thinks we're FaceTiming. So we FaceTime with my parents.
I love that we can do this no matter what with kids.
Now she
in our laps.
Honestly, we placed a big emergency order because I told Josh, I said, we're going for shelf stable. And what is more shelf stable than all these nutrients dried and ready to go? Honestly, my why, I was telling Tori, we feel like God has given us this new season of freedom and this new season of being in a healthy spot as a family. And so that has brought me to a point of really analyzing everything we're putting in our bodies, every decision we make. And God really put Psalm 90, verse 12 on my heart, where a lot of the translations say, teach me to gain a heart of wisdom as I number my days, that I may gain a heart of wisdom. And I was studying it the other day in the Amplified translation, and it actually says, cultivating a heart of wisdom. And I just thought, Lord, how much better for my family to cultivate a heart of wisdom than to really think about what we're doing and how we're teaching our kids health and wellness. And so obviously we had physical things, still teaching my almost 2-year-old Eleanor how to love food, and there's different health things we're working through. But mostly it was that I want to know as a mama that I am putting everything into my kids' bodies that is going to give them an entire foundation of health. And so, there's so many things that we could say of just how we feel different and how I honestly don't know what God's going to do with this business, but we will share and love on people. And, Eleanor's play kitchen isn't working out. Sorry. But, just that desire to connect relationally with people. But honestly, I just want my kids to see that it matters how they treat their bodies. It matters what they invest in. So it's my best yes to be able to budget accordingly for Juice Plus. It's my best yes to teach them how to put food in their bodies that is healthy and to read labels and think about stuff. And so I think that's why I'm passionate about it, because I know that, we choose, they're really quick, I think, in today's culture to be like, oh, we don't have the money for that, or, whatever the reason is. But I think to teach our kids and to teach other people that we steward the money we're given. And so, for me to be like, this is actually how we're choosing to invest in our money and invest in our bodies. And so it's not, that we don't have money for something. It's that we are allocating it and we are saying, actually, that's what's worth spending our money on. And so I told my husband, I was like, there's a lot of things I'm willing to sacrifice in this season to make sure everybody's on the nutrition they need. And we've already seen our almost 2-year-old's in complete diet change and what she's willing to eat. And, you know, I noticed big shifts in our kids, our older kids. We have a almost 15-year-old and almost, our son AJ just turned 13. So we got the big spread, and we're just super blessed by it and excited to see what God does.
And it's only been a couple weeks. So I'm so excited for her. Oh my goodness. Well, do you guys see why I was so excited for you to hear from Anna? When she said yes to sharing, I was like, yes, everyone's going to get to hear from you and meet you. And I am so happy that we got connected, and it's
That's
so.
what I was going to ask. She just reached out over
Yeah,
Instagram.
I had, we have a friend that my friend Katie, mom, you know her, she does the prayer tents. She just tagged me in one of her stories, and I guess Anna clicked on it, and I don't know. That's basically it.
I literally was like, I think she's local and I want to be her friend.
I was local for a hot minute, but
we're getting you back.
We'll always be friends, no matter where we are. So cool.
Yeah. So both of our speakers today already sound like professional speakers.
They do.
You guys
they do.
Already trainers. Don't know if we need to teach you a whole lot more. Both Jeanee and Anna, you guys were amazing. Tori, is there anyone else?
That there's more people to celebrate, but that's who's on today to share. And so I'll share my screen again just for the last slide.
Okay. Well, that was amazing. Not keeping track of time because I'm just like in awe of listening to everybody. So can someone tell me the time?
It's 12:31.
Okay, so we're done. Let me just, I want you guys to be on the lookout for this flyer. We have this beautiful flyer. And when we have new partners, we decided as a leadership group, we need a really simple checklist. And so it's good for us. It's good for new people. It's good for everyone that we just follow these steps. So we're going to put these not only on Facebook, but in Voxer. So make sure part of this checklist is to be on Voxer and to be on our Facebook groups. So we will be sending this flyer around, and it's just a great simple steps. So that's all we have for today. We will see you guys next Tuesday at noon Central. Please put the Atlanta conference, October 13th through 15th. Do whatever it takes to get there. We'll help you with the contest. We'll help you with the incentives and help you get there. But let's all connect about Atlanta and get your ticket this month. Actually, get your ticket this week, okay? Or today. All right. We will talk to you all soon. Love you. Thank you, Jeanee. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Tori, for the tech. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. Mwah.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Jeanee.
Thank you.
You guys shared so beautifully.